Welcome back, everyone. Alrighty, let's get right into it. If you haven't seen the first video, oh goodness, oh Tingleton, you're spinning. I can't hold you while we do this. They want up here so bad. I love you too, guy. I do. Look at these two. Ladybug. See Ladybug. There's Ladybug. There's Slime. They went up here so bad. Okay. No bug. No slime. Okay. So, if you haven't seen the first one, it is where we go over the drama with Foodie in the comment section and picking it hold on. Get down, bug. Oh, goodness. Okay. So, that's where we did all that at. So, this we're going to push through and get caught back up on what's going on with Jen. Haven't seen a lot out of Jen lately. We've missed, dog hair. Let's get that out of here. Good gosh. Anyway, so we did a recap on the comments and the drama, and check that video. So this is the tea talk, a what the blank moment, and kitty rescue and more. This is the video where Foodie shows out, so let's get to the actual video. And I didn't want to make it. I figured it would be way too long if we did the video. Jen is getting married. Congratulations to Jen. I wonder if that's another thing that's making Foodie show out. That, you know, Jen's getting married and old Foodie's stuck with old Pet Petey. And, yeah, let's do it to it.
I'm making my truffle for my first meal. I probably maybe already rambled about that. I'm not sure if you'll see that or not. But it's 1:30 in the afternoon, and we're just now eating for the first time today. Wintertime, my schedule's completely off and different, and don't necessarily like it. I'm looking forward to spring coming, warmer weather coming. I can be outside more. I don't necessarily like being stuck in the house. Even though I don't go a lot of places, I do like to be outside, getting fresh air and enjoying the nature, as much of nature as I have around my apartment. I'm making the truffle. I'm not sure if you'll see this part of the video. Gene's making his breakfast. I'm making mine. I'm gonna have, well, it's actually not breakfast now. He was afraid of making noise, that's why he didn't want me to record yet. But I told him I didn't care about the noise. This isn't going to be my official, what I really have to talk about.
Fine.
So we can just chat while he's doing his thing, and I'll chat with you while I'm doing mine.
Sounds like a commercial kitchen.
It is a commercial kitchen. What I've done here is I've just added some everything but the bagel seasoning to my egg. And then I add my mozzarella cheese. Pretty proud of myself. My cheese addiction has eased a bit this month. This is the cheese that we got at the end of last month. And it's still mostly full. We had our coffee. I only had a few sips of coffee. Coffee hasn't been tasting really great to me.
So, like I said in the first one, you know, at least she can, you know, make jokes and make light. You know, my cheese addiction has went down. But I want to say something here. You know, her skin doesn't look the greatest. It's still a little red and blotchy. But, you know, she's got her hair, you know, pinned up. Is it pinned up? Let me check. No, it just, but she definitely looks like she's, you know, her skin's not as bad as Foodie's. Her hair looks a lot healthier. So, I mean, Foodie just, you know, is, you know, Jen, I wish, again, with Jen, she would get out of this chair. You know, I'm not going to keep going over the same things, but that is what I wish, really, that Jen, you know, would take baby steps and get out of this chair. But let's continue.
I'm looking forward to warmer weather coming and having my iced coffee because I enjoy iced coffee more than hot coffee. So for my first meal, I'm having 2 truffles, mozzarella cheese, and an egg with everything but the bagel seasoning, and then I'm going to have an avocado on it, kind of like avocado toast, and I'm drinking water. No flavoring.
I've been eating avocado toast. I've been taking an English muffin, frying up an egg, putting my cheese and then everything but the bagel at the end, and then putting little avocado on it. That's crazy. I love avocado with the everything but the bagel. I have to say that I do like the avocado with, now I put mine when the cheese is melted over, like I said, English muffin, fried egg, cheese, and then everything but the bagel on top, and a little pile of avocado, and then I'll scoop that on with the bites. But anyways, hold on. Simon, let's calm down, buddy. He's been so just on her tonight. Just, she plays with the tennis ball, even though he doesn't want it. You know, she's got it. He wants it. She just been on her. But anyways, I will say one thing with Jen. She has done a couple eat with me's here and there, but I will give her that. She doesn't get on camera like Foodie and just do a full-blown free-for-all. So, you know, if she really is eating these 2 chaffles and avocado, that is much better than we can say for Foodie's breakfast. So, you know, Foodie coming at Jen about these chaffles, buddy, it's way better than going and getting a large poutine there, Captain.
Just water. So in today's video, I'm just going to make my meal. And I'm having kind of like avocado toast. I'm making chaffles, 2 chaffles, and then I'm going to cut up my avocado. And then mash it up and put it on my chaffles. And that will be my first meal for today.
Leave her alone, bud.
Today is going to be kind of like the Tea Talk Tuesday. For the past 2 weeks, I haven't done a Tea Talk. And I know that now it's Thursday. Hopefully you'll see this Thursday. I'm recording it on Thursday. But I just wanted to go ahead and do it. A lot of things that I want to talk about, and I don't necessarily want to wait until next Tuesday to talk about them. I'm sure I'll have plenty more to talk about by next Tuesday. I always seem to ramble. So I've kind of made a list of things on my phone. I kind of like my phone case.
Simon, hey, why don't you come over here and let Sugar Bear lay down? He's just bothering the heck out of her. Come here. Hold on, guys. Sugar Bear's trying to relax, and he is just freaking... Hold on, Mr. Pigs. Why don't you get up here and lay down with Mama? Come on. Let's lay down and be a good boy. Yeah, no. Be a good boy. Lay down and be a good boy. Let's be a good boy. He's like, I don't want to be a good boy. I don't want to be a good boy, do you? No, let's leave Lady alone. Sugar Bear, get in your bed. Look at him. Let's be good boy. You gonna be good boy? Say, I don't want to be good boy. I wish you would get some water. I don't know if he got a little something off this tennis ball, but he keeps... Alright, Simon. Honey, He's obsessed with these lights. Why don't you go get some water? I'm sorry, guys. Water? Why don't you get down and get some water? I think that's a good idea. Well, guys, I'm making sure he's okay. Why don't you go get some water? You alright? I love you too, bud. Okay, guys. I'm hoping he's gonna be okay. I mean, he's okay. I'm saying as far as sitting and chilling. So you're really making this hard, buddy. Oh, I don't know about this. Lay down and be a good boy. Come on. You want it up here. Lay down and be a good boy. I apologize. Alright, he's gonna have to. Why don't you be a good boy and go get in your bed? Go get in your bed, okay? Let's get in your bed. Yeah. Get in your bed. Go get in your bed, or you can lay down here beside me. Go get in your bed. Go get some water. Water? Go get some water, buddy.
It's glittery.
I have one of those phone cases. Alright.
Glittery case.
Come on, Jen.
I made a list on my phone of things I want to talk about. And I will chat with you while my other chaffle is cooking.
Okay.
So the first thing that I want to talk about is Valentine's Day. And we'll do I'll do more of an update in a separate video about how Keto's going, and Jean will be in it with me, how our food plan is going.
Get in your beds.
Alexa, stop.
About how our food is going and about how we're doing with our eating and kind of what Gene has decided to do with his food and what we both decided to do. And
I already shared that.
oh, did you? Okay. But we'll just fill in how everything is going at a later time in the next few days, the next couple of days. Just right now, I will let you know that Valentine's Day weekend was kind of a fail for me. But I'm back on track. I'm doing better. I don't like to say, I keep saying back on track, off track. Life happens, you screw up, you get back up and you keep going. That's one thing that I'm learning. You can't just stay down just because you eat something bad and you have a bad day or a bad meal. You can't just stay down and keep eating badly and use that as an excuse.
Or it's also a matter of perception. You didn't screw up, you didn't even hardly get off track. It was just really dirty keto.
It was really dirty keto. It was like filthy dirty keto. Yeah, Valentine's Day weekend was
So we've been down this road before, unfortunately. So this is where I wish that hopefully I just, you know, I'm a skeptic, but it would be nice, it would be great if she really stuck to this. Now again, I've said, you know, keto works for some, but we know that Jen tries to tinker this to that to make sweets, different things. At least she can admit she messed up Valentine's Day, but you know, we got to keep trucking, you know, so she needs to quit turning things into things like, you know, this is keto sweets, this is keto, this snacks. Just, I don't think the keto's for her. I think, you know, it's good for some people, but when Jen needs to lose a substantial amount of weight, now if she would really buckle down the keto, I know it's worked for tons of people, I get that, but it's really just she's got to buckle down and getting out that chair. She's not burning, not getting at that chair, she's not burning enough calories. It doesn't kind of matter. Yes, you know, it's better, but she's not burning any calories moving around. That is going to be the detrimental part to her losing weight, is getting out the chair, moving your limbs, moving your legs. And she could probably, without being, you know, her walking and her body not used to it, she could probably drop some serious amount of weight quick if she started moving around. Jen, if you ever see this, buddy, keep that in mind. And I know, you know, you said in the past you're scared of falling, but you know, use the railings. I think it was when she walked down the hall. Wasn't there railings for the older people? Get a cane if you have to. And I'm not saying that to be funny. Get you a foodie scooty if that's what it takes to, you know, use your own legs. I'm not being funny when I say that, but little steps to get you out that chair. Again, I said it in the last video, just simple things walking around. Walk to Kroger's, walk halfway, walk around the parking lot, you know. Getting out the chair is the key, and that will burn the calories.
Oopsies.
You guys see, I'm a snack master. We got a video to try, or snack to try in this. We did our sweet treat in the other video. We're gonna do a savory if we have time. These are the limited edition Lay's Game Day chili chips if we have time. I'm hoping we will, but if not, it'll be in the next video. But we should be able to push. They're just chips. I don't have to cut it or anything, but that is how, you know, again, I'm not the skinniest and I'm not saying that, but that is how I can have a couple chips here and there. Have half that apple, put half in the fridge or a quarter, whatever the case may be. I'm going downstairs, putting a load of laundry in, checking it, coming back up, you know, messed around with the dogs, whatever, you know, letting them out, moving around, playing with them for a minute, throwing the ball. She would lose calories or weight if she would get out the daggone chair. Baby steps.
Much better. Getting back in there. I know a lot of people have asked for a weigh-in. I think on March 1st I will do a weigh-in, and I have weighed in the past, like since I started announcing I was going to do keto again. And I do know where I started, so I'll let you know where I started and where I am on March 1st. And then maybe regular weigh-ins, I'm not sure. I'll have to see how I feel and what I decide. But look for that around March 1st, around the beginning of March. You've probably already seen my beautiful flowers that Jean got me for Valentine's Day. I did post them on Instagram. And my beautiful
I'm a chocolate girl myself. I do love flowers, don't get me wrong, but I enjoy picking flowers outside. I don't like to spend money on flowers. I'm more of a chocolate girl myself, more like a jewelry or chocolate. I think flowers are great. I wouldn't mind a thing of daisies, but sometimes flowers are just so overpriced, the roses and some of the bigger bouquets. But this is where she shows her ring and talks about marriage, and then we might skip a little bit through. I watched this yesterday to catch up for us, but I can't remember what is what.
That he gave me for Valentine's Day. I am now officially a fiance and not just a girlfriend.
Well, that wasn't so much for Valentine's, it was for a life event.
Yeah, it was a life event.
However, Valentine's just happened to be in the way.
It just happened to occur on Valentine's Day. And I should have known. He made the day, well, the weekend was very special, but Valentine's Day was very, very special. He was like the sweetest ever. He gave me a manicure. And
that was for Valentine's Day.
That was for Valentine's Day. He gave me a manicure.
So we're going to skip to the manicure footage. Now, one thing I can say about this is, A, for effort, B, it didn't concern food. It was an activity that didn't concern food. So kudos and props to that. Now, the only thing is, I did skim through this last night for us, is she's definitely sleepy in it. Her breathing is terrible. You can hear she's she's half awake while she's getting the manicure, but I do think it was a really good idea. It was an activity that didn't revolve around making a treat, didn't revolve around making a snack. So good. Let's go ahead and scoodle a little bit forward. Sorry for the super loud breathing laughing emoji, but yeah, this is pretty funny. Hold on. Not the breathing. I'm talking about what happens.
My nails are looking really good.
Gene has glued his finger together with the nail glue.
Wow, this stuff is dangerous. This should not be like this. That's ludicrous.
Happy Valentine's Day. Nothing says I love you like losing the first layer of skin.
Yes. We were stuck together, and I was making the okay sign.
Funniest part was I had no clue what was happening because I fell asleep while he was doing my nails.
Yeah, and you're trying to wake up, pulling on it. And for any men out there who do not know what a manicure stands for,
Come over here.
it means a man can cure.
A man can. There you go.
That's it.
A man can cure.
So I thought that honestly was a great gesture. Say what you will, but it was something cheap that you could do, cheaper. I really thought that was a great gesture. I think in the good for him to keep on going while she was asleep. Say what you will, but at first I was skeptical about their hold on. Simon, get in your bed, Mr. Pigs. Quit antagonizing her. Sorry. Say what you will. I was skeptical at first about their relationship, but you know what? That was a really good gesture, like I said. I'm sorry to repeat myself, but again, it was an activity with no food, and he kept right along trucking while she was asleep. So good for him. It does seem, obviously he proposed, so it does seem, again, if these two would, if they would get a hold of their addictions, man, they would be great. It would be awesome to see her. We've seen him in the summer walking along by the river, walking along through town. I know she's, that's way, we've got a ways to come for there. But even just walking, simply with him, I really think he enjoys outside from what we've seen by his old content and different things he showed in her content. And I really think that would brighten and stronger, make their relationship stronger if she could get outside and do some of these activities with them. I think he would really be happy.
The thing I want to talk about is something that happened almost 2 weeks ago now. I haven't done a sit-down video talking to you guys, telling you about what's been going on in life. So 2 weeks ago, we were on the verge of having a big snowstorm. And I belong to a small Facebook group. It's a community Facebook group of things that are happening in the community, in our neighborhood kind of thing. And someone had posted a stray cat that was in desperate need of a home. It was getting ready to be -2 that night, and wind chills pretty bad. It was going to start snowing heavily. We're supposed to have like 8 inches of snow. And she posted this cat was on her porch. She had tried to cover it up with a blanket, and she was afraid that it was going to freeze overnight. And she had been previously, she knew it was a stray. She had been previously feeding it for a few weeks. So she knew that it was a stray. And she had been feeding it for a couple of weeks, but with it being colder, she was really concerned, and she had posted and asked if anybody knew of anybody who could take the cat in because she was afraid of it freezing. And that's where I was like, oh my gosh, I need to take this cat in.
It looks identical to the one we were watching the snow come in a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I want a cat.
Yes.
I need a cat.
Okay, so I need to go back a little bit because I never told that story. So we had went outside at like a week before that. It was like 1 in the morning, maybe 1:30 in the morning. And we had decided to, hold on, my truffle's burning. We had decided to go outside and watch the snow start. We track it on the weather apps, and we know, like, we can see when it's going to start, if it really starts like it says it's going to start. And so we went outside. It was like 1 or 2 in the morning, and it was snowing, and we were sitting outside in the snow and just enjoying the snow coming down. And all of a sudden, there's a car lot kind of down the street, and as the snow's coming down in the street lights, we see this cat, and it's crossing the street. Luckily, there was hardly any traffic at that time in the morning, and so it was crossing the street, and it ran up into the yard next to our building. And I said to Gene at 1 o'clock in the morning, I said, go get the kitty cat. We need that kitty cat. And he's like, no, we don't need the kitty cat. I said, I want that kitty cat. He said, no, you do not want that kitty cat. I said, I need to have that kitty cat. And he was like, no, we do not need to have the kitty cat. So I kept trying to call the cat and go,
Why do I picture these two outside and her being like, I need that cat. Go get me that cat. See, Jen, back to this. If we could get you out this chair, you could go get the cat yourself. You would not have to rely on Jean to go get the cat. You could go get the cat yourself. This is what I'm talking about here. But I just picture these two outside, snow coming down, and Jen being like, go get that cat. I need that cat. I don't know why. I just pictured that in my head, just the whole scene. But Jen, you could go get the cat if you would, baby steps. Come on, man.
The cat got scared and ran off. That ended there.
Well, you are also saying that it's going to snow and the cat doesn't need to be out in the snow.
Right. I was upset because the cat was running out in the street and that at 1 in the morning with the snow coming down, and it was.
So we were going back and forth in a cute fashion.
You're right. And I mean, we're really not in a position to take strays. If I had a house, I would probably have a house full of cats, and I would be that crazy cat hoarder. But we are only allowed to have two cats, or 1 cat and 1 dog. That's our limit here. So we decided that, we couldn't get the cat. The cat ran away. And it did bother me.
Okay, let's speed up a tiny bit.
No, actually,
So cutting to the point, so she gets the cat. The cat is on like a Facebook thing, and she gets the cat, and here we go.
I did not give you any resistance.
No, actually, he didn't. Yeah, that's true. He didn't give me any resistance.
So this is where, sorry, if not, this is going to be... So, she sees the cat on the Facebook group, like in the beginning, and it's like 10 o'clock at night, and he walks to go get this cat, takes the carrier, and on the way he goes. That's where we're at.
Right. Which I was very surprised at. He just, grabbed his coat. He said, tell the woman that I'll be on my way. I'm like, okay. So he punched her address in his GPS, and away he went walking. And just as he was coming, he went and got the cat. He took her carrier, but he decided to leave our carrier at her house and bring her carrier, since she had put it in a cage, so he didn't have to like transfer the cat because it was scared. So as he's walking home, it's like pouring snow, and this is at 10 o'clock at night. So it's dark, cold, snowing, pouring snow, and Gene is walking home in the snow with a cat. So he gets home with the cat, and I'll post a picture you can see of my two little fur balls inspecting the cat as we brought it home. And I know some of you are going to be concerned.
Okay, so long story short, if not, this is going to be so long. So, long story short, they get the cat. They ended up finding the cat, a foster home. The person that pierced her near knows, and now the people like the cat, and they're probably going to keep the cat forever, hopefully. So, they found the hat. So, props to Gene. I will give him that. The weather has been horrible. I know here it's been horrible. I know Texas. I hope all of you guys are staying safe, warm. I pray you guys, I've seen just, it is something else down there. So my thoughts and prayers go out to you guys, honestly. And no matter where you are, I hope everybody's safe and warm and has heat right now and over, a safe place over their head. So, we're losing battery power here. Okay, sorry if you see so. Let's get to the foodie part. They find the cat at home. Awesome to them. Nice of him to go out and, now let's recoup this video. So we're going to get in the foodie part, and then the back end of this video is her tea time. Does Kylie or Kendall look better in this video dress? I wasn't really into that. I used to like the Kardashians, but just anymore, I just can't with them.
Just a sucker for any kind of an animal.
Anyways, so,
With?
it was funny. She said, I love strays, and I'm a sucker for kind. It was kind of like, was she making, like a joke? But anyways, let's get into the foodie part, and, yeah.
But, confusing to me. Hey guys, 4 a.m. here in cold.
Okay, here we go.
She planned on putting on her OnlyFans.
Hold on,
Productive there. So I guess at some point Chantal had decided she good moment for the week.
Okay, so here we go into the Chantal part. Let me be quiet.
The next thing I want to talk about is...
And again, like I said before we get started, sorry to pause already, but you put things out on the internet, people are going to react to it. Jen could react just like anybody else, so Foodie needs to get over that on her high horse. And Jen, just because they had beef and stuff going on, doesn't mean Jen can't react to this. I don't see what,
It's actually going to make it a Tea Talk Tuesday, Tea Talk Thursday, Tea Talk in general.
Simon, be a good boy.
Back and forth whether I wanted to talk about drama and people on my channel. And while I don't want to make it a regular thing, but if I feel I have something to say, I kind of just want to say it. And if you agree with me, cool. If you don't, that's cool too. But I want to be able...
See, and that was another thing that I noticed during the video. That's the thing, at least she's sitting here saying, if you agree with me, cool. If you agree with me, cool too. That's the thing about, we've talked about this before. I don't want to drag this video out, but even you guys, I've said before in the comments, cool. We can agree to disagree and still be friends. There's things you think, vice versa, and that's the thing with having opinions, being friends. You don't have to dislike somebody just because they think different, or unsubscribe from somebody just because they think different, And I thought that was cool, that she said that. Like, Foodie does not feel that way. We all know it's her way or the highway, or the block way, shall we say. Blocksville.
To feel that I can express myself. Sometimes I find myself censoring what I say, and I don't like to do that. I just want to say what I have to say. You like it, fine. If you don't, that's fine too. If it makes you unsubscribe, that's fine. If it makes you want to subscribe, that's cool too.
And I agree with that. I have to, when I listened to her say that, I took that too. I have got to stop nitpicking around and thinking, okay, how are people going to feel? That's just like I said, we can still be buddies, we can still be friends, but I've got to learn to do that too. I've got to learn to speak my mind and not tiptoe around on here and be like, okay, was that going to make people mad? Or, you know, is this... I got to stop doing that myself. And I've really been trying to do that lately, is, you know, say, hey, you know, we can disagree to disagree, guys, and still be cool.
But I just want to be able to use my platform to have a place to talk about what I want to talk about and not worry about whatever. So what I have to talk about is this craziness that's going on right now with Chantal, Miss Foodie Beauty. So I guess at some point Chantal had decided she was going to do an OnlyFans account. Now, I don't know exactly what all OnlyFans entails. I have no plans on ever doing one because I don't have that much to talk about. I don't have that much to talk about to fill my own channel with.
So when I heard this part, yesterday when I watched this, I was like, Jen genuinely does not know. She said, I don't have much to talk about. Jen, it's really not too much talking. I know everybody does different stuff when they're, but that's when you could clearly tell that Jen really didn't know what OnlyFans was. But I think here, she starts to pick it up and, you know, she kind of starts to see what it genuinely was.
And I'm not that exciting to actually charge someone to watch my videos. If OnlyFans is, you pay a subscription fee and you get exclusive content from a creator. So at some point, Chantal had decided that she was going to do an OnlyFans. Now I'll pop a picture up here. This was a video that she has since deleted talking about her OnlyFans account. And I'm not going to play the video, but I'm just going to show the picture of what she posted. She posted a picture of herself laying out on her bed in lingerie and looking pretty seductive there.
So again, like I said, we're not going to keep going, but you can clearly tell that this is Photoshop because even with this pushback, this still comes down so much, and this really comes so... This was definitely highly filtered. The bruises on her arms, you don't see them, but right here is super duper filtered. Like I said, even with gravity pulling this back, this has been filtered to Photoshop to the extreme.
Chantal is.
This has usually a red mark, you know.
Being that confident to lay yourself out there, being overweight, it's not something that I would be comfortable with, but I give her all the credit in the world for that because she has the confidence to do it. So props to her in that area. So it kind of led me to believe that I don't know what she planned on putting on her OnlyFans account, but seeing that picture and seeing the seductive icon picture that she had led me to believe it would be some kind of adult content.
So you can clearly tell here that, guys, that Jen really did not know what this was. You can tell that, you know, she said, well, she clearly, you know, planned to put adult content. Well, that's kind of what it is. Well, that is what it is for the most part. So, and again, when Jen says things on this criticism, she just basically says, you know, it's not for me. I wouldn't do that. I don't get why Foodie had such a stick up her toe about Jen even talking about this. I still think, oh, sorry, my leg. Jen didn't say anything like, oh, it looked horrible or yada yada. She didn't say anything like that. She said, props, kudos to you for doing, you know, I wouldn't do it, but hey.
Maybe it was just misleading to get people to subscribe. I don't know. Said I don't know exactly how many days later it was. She made this community tab post, and she's talking about. I guess she did away with her OnlyFans content or account or whatever. So this is her post. It's kind of confusing to me. Hey guys, 4 a.m. here in cold Canada. I have a diary, but I've never opened it, so I'm going to talk to you guys. I'm waiting for the Putinary, I don't know, opens.
The Putinary, that cracked me up when she said, I'm waiting for the Putinary, the Putinary. That was absolutely, the Putinary to open.
So I can get a large poutine. I think that is a Canada thing. I think that's fries with gravy, if I'm not mistaken. And take you guys along on a nice drive. I haven't had a therapy session in like 3 weeks because I mixed up my calendar dates. I'm already sick of OnlyFans, even though in only 3 days I've made $1,000. I don't like messages asking me for nipples and farts. I feel as sexual right now as a cactus. What is even my life right now? And then a bunch of crying faces, as you can see there. So I was kind of confused about this. First of all, I'm not quite sure why you would brag about making $1,000 in 3 days. I think that's kind of like financial things is kind of something that you keep private. I don't know why she would say about what she's making, but that's just my opinion. I don't agree with. But what really concerned me is...
I agree there. It was kind of strange to me. Why did she bring up the $1,000? Was that like a flex or like, hey guys, look, I did make money? Well, that's kind of going to get you kind of bit you in the tail after what you're pulling now. But it was a weird flex. Why did she... You know, you told Pizza the other day about what kind of internet you had. And you guys, another thing, she makes way more than $1,000 a month on her YouTube videos. I'm just telling you guys off bat. I know people that have smaller channels. I don't make nothing, just a heads up. I'm not talking about myself. But she makes way more than, I would say, probably in the $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 range a month, depending if she's got drama shaking or not. So... this was just extra pocket money, but I agree with Jen. What a weird flex, and, you know, people are still going through stuff because of what's going on in the world, so, you know, that was a weird flex, or whatever you were trying to do.
She is so upset that people were asking for nipple pics and fart content. No, the fart content, there was nothing suggestive on her page that she was going to be doing that, but with the nipple content, I don't find that too out of the way when she posted a picture of her laying across her bed in lingerie. So if you're going to post content like that, you have to expect people to come back to you and be like, this is what you're putting out.
So in one way, I like, well, yeah, okay, so I think if this was any other different situation, just, you know, post, you know, but in the, you know, where it was going OnlyFans, of course people were going to ask for nipple content. Again, back to the farts. We discussed that in the last video. I'm not going to go over it again and again and again. But she farts constantly, talks about farts constantly. So that's where the fart content came into play. That did not surprise me at all. I knew that was coming. She always even made a joke one day and said only farts or something. So I don't think Jen understands, you know, what the nipple and stuff, the fart stuff came into play. But, you know, people were going to ask for stuff like that. It was coming. She should have known that. You're lucky that's all they asked for. I mean, that's just, you know.
Why is it not okay to ask for it? And she seemed okay posting that. So I don't think she has any room to be offended by when people ask for something in return of what she's putting out. So then she later, I guess, had announced that she was deleting her OnlyFans, she was done with it. I don't know if it was just a stunt to make some money real quick. I don't know if she has to give that money back. Not quite sure how that works, but I'm not really sure what's up with the girl. She is acting kind of crazy. Not passing judgment because I act crazy. So I guess a lot of people are probably wondering why talk about it, why is it any of my business? It's not my business. It's her business to do what she pleases. I'm just commenting on what I see, things that I see happening on YouTube, and that it has struck me as kind of odd. But I think it takes a lot of audacity to get offended when people ask for certain things that you are putting out. Don't get offended if somebody asks for a sexual type of content when you are putting yourself out there as sexual. So if you don't feel sexual, and if that's not what you want to do, don't put it out there. And don't get offended when someone expects it from you. That's all I'm saying. All right, so sticking with kind of like a gossipy kind of thing.
So I got to agree. I mean, OnlyFans is OnlyFans, and, you know, that was all, you know, part of, you know, that was all going to be a part of it. And that's Chantel, you know, you're lucky that's all they were asking for, from what I've seen that, so let's go ahead. Again, she just does the Kendall Jenner and Kylie, who wears the dress better. I'm not quite, too interested in that. And let's get to our chips. We are going to do another video coming up, and we have a David's tea haul. So I got to charge my battery up. The little Wigglies are over here sleeping, thank God, but check, my laundry, etc., and let this charge up right quick. So, limited time only. These are the Lay's. These are the Game Day Chilies. It says Hearty Cook-Off Crispy. And let's bust in. I just seen these the other day. About 17 chips, 28 grams. 10 grams of fat, saturated fat, 1.5 grams, and yeah. Oh, wow, these, okay. About up to here, about less than under a little bag full, and let's check them out here. Sorry, I keep spinning around. Okay, man, these are some big ones. Check these out. Look at those. Those are some big ones. Okay. Wow, these really smell like chili. They really have like an actual chili. That is a big chip. Look at that. It's like the size of my hand. Okay. Oh gosh. And if you notice, I'm kind of shifting. I need to get some dental. I have a tooth that's been on this side, so if you see me kind of shifting, things are still kind of weird at my dentist office, so I do need to get into an appointment. I'm trying to, like, hold on. They really smell like chili a lot. So, sorry. They really smell like chili a lot. They do have a faint chili smell. They're good. You get the little bit of chili powder. They're not too overpowering. They're not like, they look really super seasoning, but they're not. Sorry, I should have brought a napkin in here. I apologize. But, little bit of hint of chili, but not a ton. But I can appreciate that. I don't like a highly over-seasoned chip. You know, you get some of the barbecue ones, and they're just so over-seasoned. They're too salty. These aren't bad at all. Like I said, just slight chili. They really smell more like it than they taste like it. They do taste like it, but yeah, these are pretty decent, guys. If you like chili or just a light chili flavored chip, these are decent. Again, they're limited time only. This is not what I do with them. They are limited time flavors, so this is not sponsored. And yeah, so, all right, guys, shoot me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. I really wish Jen would get it together. Like I said, you know, I know I've been kind of snarky in the past, and we're still going to continue to cover Jen, but Jen, if you see this, try baby steps, get out the chair. You know, I really think that would help. And shame on Foodie for thinking that Jen or anybody else can't, you know, comment. And to tell somebody to shut their pie hole, you're getting, you know, pretty rude, and you're acting like a freaking teenage, you know, girl in school. That's what you're reminding me of. You're, you know, really acting like, oh, shut your pie hole. Who says that anymore? So, have a great day, great night. Leave me a thumbs up. Make sure you're still subscribed. And I'll see you guys back in a minute. I don't know if we're going to do David's tea or whatever, but I got to make it quick. This is about to die. Love you guys. See you later. Kaya out.